I am very excited to talk about the moon today and how you can use the moon and the cycles of the moon and incorporate it into your daily life, into your spiritual practice to start harnessing the life that you want, the person you want to be, pull yourself into alignment to who you were meant to be and why you're here, and how you can actually start action it. So I'm going to be talking about the moon today, which I'm very excited about doing. So let's just dive straight into today's episode. Now, we all know there are 4 phases of the moon. They've got the new moon, the waxing moon, full moon, and the waning moon, right? What I'm going to concentrate on, and actually what I do within my own practice, is only use 2 of those moons, and that is the new moon and the full moon. You might find you want to use all 4. That's fine. You'll find that people do. The reason why I don't is actually quite simply a timing thing. I don't have time, and I find I love other spiritual practices as well. Which I like to do. So I find that if I incorporate the new moon and the full moon, that's all I need. That works for me. So that's what I'm going to be concentrating on in this video today. So what can they be used for? Well, the new moon is typically used to help manifest your life, manifest your dreams, your desires, and bring it into you. That is technically and sort of an overview of what the new moon is for. When the new moon shines up in the sky. The reason and how you will know it's a new moon is it's not really visible, and also it is when we're in the new astrological sign, so the new star sign. That is when it's a new moon. Whereas the full moon, and I actually really love a full moon. I know, sounds a bit odd. I know, but I like full moons because full moons are about cleansing, transformation. They give you an opportunity to release, to let go, to cut the cords, energy cords, and let it be out into the world, into the universe. And then you're able to clear the way, clear the path, and bring in your manifestations. That is why I love a full moon. Full moons for me, I feel are very powerful. I feel them more than anything else. You might be very different, but full moons for me are just incredible. So let's talk about the both of them. And then what sort of things you can be doing for both of those times of the cycle of the moon. And then really what moons you need to be aware of personally. So for each individual watching this right now, what moons actually you want to pull in on, because I do not do every single moon. I'm going to put that out there. I actually don't do every single moon. On recording this, we've had the Scorpio full moon. Scorpio full moon to me didn't really affect me. Big transformational moon. I didn't feel it that much compared to other full moons, and you'll be the same. This is how magical the full moon, the moon cycles are, by the way, how magical they are. I can tell you when I'm going to go through something with you in a minute, but you will be able to pinpoint in your life the month where things have changed for you, and they've happened repeatedly in your life. So for example, every September, in September, my life, something shifts and changes, and it tends to be workplace. Something shifts and changes massively. I quit jobs, I move on, I stop doing things at work, I make drastic change, always in September. And there's a reason for that, and I'm going to explain it in just a minute. And there's also a reason for when I go, right, I'm off and I'm doing something and I'm feeling really adventurous and bright and bold and amazing. Happens certain times of the year for me as well. And there's a reason for that. And it's incredible when you do what I'm about to tell you and you track it back to yourself, you'll be amazed. You'll be amazed and you'll realize what moons are actually really powerful for you as an individual. So what I'm talking about is the first thing I'd really love you to do is go and find out what your sun your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. So your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. And they are literally where on the astrological chart, what was going on at that point with the planets and the moon when you were born. At the moment, the time that you were born. So you'll need to know your time of birth as well within a few hours. I believe it's a 2-hour increment. So for me, I'm a Pisces sun. I was born in February, and I find that when it gets near my birthday, as most people, I'm really tired. I am so tired. I'm worn out. I'm ready for rest, and I become a very true Pisces to myself. I get very dreamy and go with the flow and just want to relax and just take it easy, and I've got all these ideas, a bit wishy-washy at times, and that's very typical of when it's your birthday. When it's your birthday, I've done stuff on this before if you want to look on my channel, it's your new astrological year. That's what happens. You tend to be a bit tired and worn out because you've gone through a whole year and you're about to start a new year of your life. So finding that sign out is great, so that when I have Pisces, the moon in Pisces, the new moon in Pisces is always my birthday, I feel tired and worn out, but I'm ready to evaluate what has happened in my life, and I'm ready to set new ideas for my life, set new intentions for the year ahead. That is the new moon. Manifest what it is I want. And then when I have the Pisces full moon, affects me too. A Pisces full moon makes me ridiculously emotional. Anything that I haven't sort through, any emotions that I've not processed, oh my God, it will pour out of me. It literally pours, and I can just cry and cry, and if anything that I haven't dealt with will come out of that Pisces full moon. And it always tends to be 6-ish months from my birthday, and it'll be 6 months from your birthday, which is in September time, which is where all drastic big changes happen in my life. The next one is your moon sign. So your moon is where the moon was when you were born. For me, I feel this moon, for me, is where I take a bit more action as well. Again, it might be different for you, but it's where I think, yeah, I want to do something. Not massively affected compared to the other two. The rising sign gets me though. When the moon's in my rising sign, my rising sign is Virgo. If the full moon is in Virgo and the new moon Virgo, that to me is the biggest probably shift I go through. And again, I can track it through my life. So please, if you haven't done this, just Google your birth chart. That's what you need to Google birth chart. And have a look, and all you need is to concentrate on those 3 signs. You might want to look at other things, that's great, but in terms of the moons we're talking about, just see where those are for you, your rising, your sun, and your moon sign. And I bet you when they occur in the year is where you will find things changed and shifted in your life, and you can push it back, and you've repeated pattern through your life. It's really amazing. Maybe some of you don't have that, but I can absolutely say that's where things shift and change for me, and really affect me. So some really good practices that if you're interested in doing them around the full moon is writing down anything that you want to let go of and rip it up, burn it, flush down the toilet, whatever you want to do, chuck it out. Another practice, like I've already mentioned, is cutting the cords. Cut the cords, release that energy, release it around a full moon. No matter what the full moon is a great time to release emotions, release feelings, release situations that happened, people, frustrations. Cut the cords. That is the time to do it. I've got my free cutting the cords practice. I'll put it in the description box. Go and grab it. It's incredible, and it's perfect to do at a full moon. The new moon, and get some rest around the full moon actually as well. It's a very intense moon, and it affects a lot of people, the full moon. So make sure you're looking after yourself and lots of self-care, and getting some rest. Now the new moon. The new moon is about writing what you would like to manifest. What is it I'm working on? What are my intentions for the month? What is it I want to attract into my life? What is it? Writing that down. People love to write them down and stick them where you can see them. For me, I love to soak the new moon, and I think about what it is I want to manifest, and I normally would do some sort of open speech, prayer, whatever you want to call it, and just say to the universe, my angels, my guardian angels, I am here and I want to manifest, say, a new car. I'm open, show me how I can get there, show me the way, and I'm open to receiving. Please show me signs that I'm on the right path. You might find it's different for you, it's different for everybody what you want to say, but a new moon meditation is also beautiful to do, and allow yourself to soak in that new energy. If you think of it like that, new energy is being poured into you, new energy, and that new energy is like you're being charged and you're ready to go. So yes, I'd love to know what your sun, moon, and rising signs are, and if they affect you, and if you've tracked it back in your life and you can see the months that actually have been the biggest change, and are they the same? I would love to know. Let me know in the comments below. Mine is always a September time. Big change in September. There's always something shifting. Like I said, it tends to be work or money or my home life, like how something's happening with that tends to be my biggest shift. So yeah, I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below. Do you find yourself going along with others just to avoid conflict, or even being told to be kept quiet by yourself or by others, and you find yourself suppressing your truth and your inner voice and what you really want to say? When we do this, we're just telling ourselves that we do not trust the messages, the feelings, the thoughts that are in us, that we're allowing everyone else outside of us to make decisions on our life and what we do. This is the nice girl syndrome. This is where we just do everything to please everybody else, and we remain quiet so we don't cause eruptions everywhere, right? Now is the time to change that. In this transformative course, I'm taking you on a journey of deep discovery. We're going to dive super, super deep. We're going to get in and find out what it is that you really want in your life, your true desires, where you're going, what it is you want to have in your future, your dreams. We're going to do some inner child healing. We're going to do some protective light meditation work as well, which is one of my favorite things to do. And we're going to take you on a massive journey of self-discovery. If this sounds like something you really want to do, go ahead now, make a choice, make a decision. You are going to stop being this nice girl and you're going to start living boldly today. Go ahead, click the button down below and get started.